Hi there, I'm Bass Fox. Welcome to today's video. This is a very special video because it is about my new custom-made to my specifications MG bass guitars, desert 5-string headless short scale fretless bass. That's quite a mouthful, isn't it? That's because it's ticking all of the boxes that I requested. I actually had Mauricio Costa, the luthier for MG bass guitars, build this bass exactly the way I wanted it. Right? So you might have seen the video I made about this bass over here. This is the MG bass guitars Infinity Ghost, which is a fretless full-scale 6-string bass, and it's a lovely bass. It's beautiful, it sounds amazing, records beautifully, feels great to play, but it's large and heavy. So it's a great studio bass, but it does get kind of cumbersome to travel with. So at some point I went into a music store here in Mexico City and I found the Ibanez EHB 1505S, which I've also done a review of. It's a 5-string short-scale headless bass that I really loved, and I just picked it up off the shelf and took it home, right? And I had it eventually adapted because Ibanez didn't make the bridge deep enough to be able to adjust the octaves properly for playing in tenor tuning. So I had the nut changed and the bridge adjusted so that I could tune it with a high C. I like to have 5-string basses with a high C rather than a low B. But it's a fretted bass, and at some point I decided that I wanted to have a fretless to be like the live, the more portable alternative to the Infinity Ghost right here. So I went ahead and talked to Mauricio Costa and asked him to build a 5-string, short-scale, headless, fretless. This time, instead of the Infinity, I chose the Desert form factor, which is this one right here. By the way, I am an MG bass guitars artist, so I get these at a discount. I do pay for them, but I get a nice discount in exchange for videos like this. So full disclosure, I do work with the brand, but that doesn't change the fact that it's an unbelievable bass. It's beautiful. It's super well balanced. It's, in fact, even if I'm not using it with a strap, it sits. Let me turn down the volume on it here. Look at that. I'm not even holding it, and it sits perfectly balanced on my lap. In fact, it works on this lap as well. Let me get a stand real quick for my foot. So you can put it like this as well, and it also sits really, look at that, I'm not holding it at all. And it's obviously not neck divey because it doesn't even have a head, right? And the fact that it's only a 5-string also helps rather than being a 6-string. And it's made out of really special woods. So I have the, this is a little folder that Mauricio sends with his basses. It has a certificate of authenticity right here. And it has all of the technical specs. So let me read this to you real quick. This is the Desert Custom 5-string 30-inch fretless. The top woods are spalted maple, so that's this lighter color wood over here, and purple heart, so that's the purple spots you see over here. We have a mahogany body with this wenge centerpiece over here, right? And then the neck is made out of maple and purple heart, just like the top, right? Except that this is normal white maple rather than the spalted maple that's on the top over here. The fingerboard is ebony, right? Which is really great for fretless because it's super smooth and super resistant. So it'll last a long time without any work being done on it. And what else can I say? It's a 30-inch scale. It's got a Nova headless system with a Nova bridge over here. The hardware color is black. The pickups and preamp are Bartolini. The strings on it are labellas. It has a natural satin finish and it weighs in at 7.4 pounds, which is pretty lightweight but not featherweight. So it still feels fairly substantial, which is nice. I like it. I don't think this bass needs to be any lighter than it is. It feels very balanced, and on a strap, look at that. Also super balanced, super perfect, and it just sounds so nice. Now let's check out the sound real quick. You already heard me playing it in the intro. Excuse any intonation coordination mistakes. I'm still getting used to the shorter scale, right? I usually play a full scale fretless, but I'm actually finding it very easy to adapt to. It's got side dots over here where the frets would go, as it should on a fretless, including first fret over here. These are lumen lay, so they capture the ambient light, and then when you go play at a dark spot, they glow in the dark. So it doesn't have lines, but the dots do a really good job of helping navigate this beautiful fretless unlined ebony neck. Right now, the electronics on it are really simple. It's just got 2 Bartolini pickups. This is the pickup selector over here, so I usually like to play with only the neck pickup, but it does sound really nice with both of them as well. And with the back pickup, you get that more nasally, kind of a sound, which is also very nice. Cuts through the mix really well. More of a Jaco tone, right? And now the preamp has bass, right? So especially for the back pickup here, I like to boost the bass. Right? I bring it back to sort of the middle if I go into the bridge pickup. And here we have mid. It's a center detent knob over here, so you can really feel where it is centered with no boost or cut, but you can boost it, and it's subtle. Here's a boosted mid-range. It's a little loud there. Let's bring the volume down a tiny bit, because I'm going through the anagram, by the way. All it has is the Noble preamp, harmonic booster, and then you have the compressor. And that's it. That's all I'm using. Just preamp and compression. As I would with any bass. But you might want to hear it with nothing, right? So why don't I change to an empty preset here, and we'll hear this is just the bass with its own built-in preamp. No effects at all on the anagram over there. So right now that's the mid all the way boosted. Bring it back to the middle. Volume back up. And then mid scooped. Of course, it loses volume if you do that. We can bring up the bass again. All right, let's bring the mid back to the middle here. And here's the high end. So right now it's in the middle, no cut or boost. Here's boosting the highs. Pretty clean high boost there. None of that hissiness you get from low quality preamps, right? Neck feels wonderful. Like I've said, the bass is super balanced. The tuning system is very stable because there's no give over here, right? So it's like it's a locking nut pretty much. So it stays in tune very well. Here's with the highest cut. Let's go back to both pickups. came with a really nice gig bag. In the gig bag you get the adjustment tools. You also get a little baggie with some fingerboard cleaning fluid, a little cleaning cloth, the folder with the certificate of authenticity and all the specs with the bass. Let's go back to a preset on the anagram over here and back to my favorite sound, which is the neck pickup with a little bit of low boost, mid and high in the middle. Yeah, this is my dream fretless. I'm really loving it. As much as I love my Ghost, this thing just feels even more my style, you know, I feel very comfortable with it. It's lightweight, it's easy to carry around, travel with, fits in the standard guitar gig bag. You can probably get away with sticking it in the airplane cabin and everything. It doesn't have a piezo, which is the difference. This one has a piezo only, so it's a very different sound. So of course, here in the studio, depending on the situation, I might choose this one or this one, depending on what kind of sound I want. This is definitely more acoustic, more woody sound. This is more of a traditional fretless electric bass kind of a sound. Although, it still has a very acoustic quality and very woody tone as well. Arguably a little more versatile since you have both pickups. And you can choose which one or both. Truss rod adjustment is super easy. There's a hole right on the top of the headless neck over here, and you stick your truss rod adjusting tool right there and make your adjustments as needed. The Nova bridge is really interesting. Very easy to change strings. I love the look of the bass. Of course, yours, if you order one like this, it won't look the same, you know. You can choose different woods, and even if you choose the exact same woods, all of the grain and stuff will look different. So these basses are unique, made to order, and completely one of a kind, each one. That's it. I think we'll close with a little bit more of my little solo jam that I did. And if you like this kind of content, please check out the other videos in the channel, hit like and subscribe, and feel the vibration.